Sup, everybody? All right, night two of WrestleMania is over. Let's talk about it. Here's my review of what happened tonight. We had 6 matches tonight on the card. The first match was Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. Rightfully, I predicted Obafemi, and I thought they did this beautifully. This is one of the things tonight that I actually thought the WWE did a really good job at. Obafemi pretty much squashed Brock Lesnar, as he should. He is one of your future world champions. He is a future face of this company, and you made him look like a superstar tonight against Brock Lesnar. The surprise was that Brock Lesnar has, quote unquote, officially retired from the WWE. He left his shoes and his gloves. I don't think he's done. I feel like we're going to ultimately get him and Gunther at SummerSlam. Because don't forget, Gunther took out Seth Rollins for Paul Heyman, and he expects something in return. He's going to want Brock Lesnar. So I don't think Lesnar's done. I do think he's got at least one more match in him, probably against Gunther at some point, probably SummerSlam. But the match tonight was really well done. Lesnar got a few good shots in, but they made Oba just look like it just was nothing. You know, he looked so strong, so powerful. Greatly executed that match. It was well done. Slam dunk tonight on that one. Home run. Nice job. Second match of the night, we had the 6-man Intercontinental Championship ladder match. This was another fun match. Very high-paced, good action, and the right guy won. I picked Penta. Penta won tonight. Nothing against the other guys in the match, but none of those guys are really... I didn't think any of them were really believable. I mean, even Ray's older at this point. I don't know what him winning the Intercontinental Championship really does for him at this point in his career. Javon had some great spots. Javon, to me, feels a lot like young Kofi Kingston. He's that guy who does a lot of, wow things in the ring, crazy jumps and spins and turns, and, he's super, super athletic. He's that guy. I don't think he's really championship caliber yet. I hope he someday will be, but I just didn't think he was really going to win the match. And then the other guys, Dragon Lee, Rusev, JD, they felt like they were just kind of there to be part of the show. To me, it felt like it was going to be kind of focused primarily on Penta and Ray and Javon as some good spots there. But the right guy won. Penta won. Penta is super over with the fans. Penta's really good. I mean, I remember going to an AEW show years ago, and I said, that guy can go. that guy's really good. So congratulations to Penta. He deserved to win. He did win. It was a very nice showing for all those guys tonight in that match. Then we got to the post ESPN stuff, actually on the app now. Trick Williams and Sami Zayn. I picked Sami to win, and Trick won. I was surprised at this. It felt fast. It felt like a fast title reign for Sami. I felt like there was more there to tell with Sami being the heel. Sami steals a win again tonight against Trick Williams, and they continue the feud for a little bit longer. I'll be honest, totally honest. I think that the U.S. Championship is honestly kind of beneath Trick Williams. Trick Williams is a stud. Trick Williams, to me, is another guy who's going to be a future champion here. And nothing against that title, nothing against Sami. This is a really good feud for him right now. But I feel like he's got bigger and brighter things ahead of him. So I felt like Sami was going to win. I felt like he was going to get the win tonight and move on and probably continue the feud, as the champion for a little while longer. But I was wrong on that one. Felt like kind of a quick match. That was kind of the theme all week, was just the very short matches. It wasn't a bad match. It was a fine match. But I did predict Sami would win, and I was wrong on that one. But congratulations to Trick. He did get a nice victory there, so he's the new U.S. champion. Then we had the Demon Balor versus Dom. I picked Dom because why would you ever pick Balor? Because Balor loses all the time. And, of course, tonight Balor won. I know he was the Demon, and I know, the Demon, that's supposed to be something really important, but it's Finn Balor. I've seen this song and dance so many times. It's like, I'm not gonna pick Balor to ever win anything. He did win tonight. He did beat Dom. It was a street fight. They changed the rules there, earlier in the evening to make it a street fight. Again, fine match. Wasn't earth-shattering. Wasn't anything super wild or crazy. But it was a good match. He did get the victory. Again, it was fine for what it was. So I did pick Dom on that one, and I missed that one, unfortunately. So fifth match, we had Rhea and Jade. I picked Rhea to win. and Rhea did win. Rhea won the match tonight against Jade. All these matches this week, so many of them just felt fine. They felt fine. They didn't feel bad. They just didn't really grab you. The first two matches tonight, they were really good. I liked both of them. But a lot of these matches this weekend were just kind of fine, and this is another example of just fine. Jade, to me, I know she gets hyped up, and from AEW, she was this big, huge, strong force. But even back then, she's just lacking something. There's something lacking with her. I don't know what it is. Probably that special it quality, honestly. But Rhea has that. Rhea's got that it quality. She's got the it factor. She won again tonight, so she is once again women's champion, which I did predict. I thought she'd be the champion leaving tonight, so she won that one. And then the main event, I've already made a video about the main event in detail. It's like 10 minutes long, so I have a lot of thoughts on this match, so I'm going to keep it shorter here. I picked CM Punk to win. He did not. Roman Reigns won tonight. He is the victor. He leaves once again as WWE champion. The match as a whole, I thought was great. I thought it was a great match. I loved the storytelling. I loved the action. I thought everything in the match was fantastic. I thought it was a great match. CM Punk at 47 years old, guys, let me tell you something. He was the best in the world all those years ago, and he is still the best in the world. That guy is unbelievable on the mic, and he's still unbelievable in the ring. At his age, he knows how to tell a story better than anybody. He's got a lot of Bret Hart in him there. In terms of just storytelling and knowing how to work the ring, he is so good. He is so good at what he does. I loved both those guys tonight. I thought they told a wonderful story. I just hated the ending. And again, if you watch my other video, I'll talk about this in detail. I absolutely hated this ending. I do not think Roman Reigns should have won. I know I'm a CM Punk fan and I want CM Punk to win, but it just made so much sense for CM Punk to win this match. And for all the people thinking, well, CM Punk's supposed to be leaving, that's totally fine. That is absolutely fine. He can still leave. You could have him leave 1 month later when he loses to whoever at the next pay-per-view. Maybe, again, if you watch the other video, I go into detail about all that stuff and what I think should have happened. But I just didn't like the result. I didn't like how it ended. Again, we just continue to pump out Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Every year. It's just Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. And nothing against those guys. Those guys are superstars, but man, it's been 14 years. It's been 14 years, guys, since CM Punk has won a WrestleMania match. 14 years. And we just can't get off this Roman Reigns thing. We just can't do it. Again, if you want my full thoughts on that match, I got a 10-minute video up talking about it. It's a good watch if you are interested in it. But overall, I thought tonight was much better than the first night. I thought the first night was pretty boring overall. It was a fine night, but nothing too wild or crazy. Tonight I thought was better from start to finish. I thoroughly enjoyed most of it. The beginning, the first two matches I really liked. The middle matches were pretty good, and then the main event was great, even though I didn't like the ending. Much better overall tonight. And compared to last year was awful. WrestleMania 41 was absolutely terrible. I hated everything about it. I hated the build. I hated the matches. Didn't like anything about it. This WrestleMania cleared that in all aspects. As crummy as this build was, it was still better than last year's. I hated last year's. So this is an improvement. It did get better from last year. Still wasn't great. Still wasn't as good as 40 or 39. But those are my thoughts. I thought it was a pretty good night tonight. Start to finish, I thought it was solid. Didn't like the ending, but overall, pretty good WrestleMania season. So those are my thoughts. I know it's a lot. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you agree? Did you like the show? Did you dislike the show? Did you like the ending? Did you not like the ending? I'd love to hear from you, so let me know in the comments. Hit me up and tell me what you think. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good one.